So the New York Islanders out-Bruin the Bruins. Win this series in 6 games. They just wore them down, didn't they? I actually picked Boston in 6. But this doesn't surprise me. Up until I hit the record button, really, on my prediction video for this series, I had a hard time choosing a team. Because although the Islanders didn't have a spectacular regular season, they showed that they could really turn it on like they did last year, and that was lingering in my mind. They started to get offense from their depth forwards, a lot of whom are not stars, with the slight exception of maybe Barzal. And everybody was putting up points for the forward group for that club. It was incredible. And the punishing defense. Yikes. Varlamov rebounding in this series after not starting out well in the first. The new guys, Palmieri, looking good here. Even Zajac got on the board. I would think that he would start the next series, even if Wahlstrom is good to go, until at least Zajac goes cold. We'll see. Barzal finally finding his gears in this one. Pajot, just amazing. What a pickup and signing from last year. He continues to be amazing for this club. Besides just putting up points, those face-offs, killing Bergeron in the circle. One of the best face-off men in the league. That was shocking with the ease and the consistency in which he did that. Mr. Game Breaker, Brock Nelson, Beauvillier. The list goes on with these guys who are really playing like a full team, and they're looking good going against the Lightning, I gotta tell you. Trotz, definitely one of the at least top 3 coaches in this league. Easily. It's going to be another chess match between him and Cooper. But I digress. For Boston, the injuries just got to them, didn't it? This was really a war of attrition, not being able to use Miller, Carlo going down with another concussion. Man, that's 2 this year. Those are 2 big penalty killers for them. You know, which really suffered in this series. Lazar, I know he's a depth guy, but he was doing well. And then there's guys who just didn't have it. Hull disappeared in this series after having a good first against Washington. Kuhlman looked really bad out there. And Rask is definitely hurt. In the minimum, the last 2-3 games? It's a groin, it's a hip, it's something. He's a UFA at the end of the season. Does he re-sign? Does he retire? Does he jump on board with another team? Does Boston even want him back? Maybe, Rask knows he's retiring and says, put me in, coach. You're gonna throw Swayman to the Wolves in Game 6? I don't know. That's a tough decision, right? I gotta say though, really, I find Islander hockey on the whole / Trotz hockey boring. It's just it's that neutral zone trap game with low scoring, and just the game comes to a crawl. And this was my favorite series in round 2. It was the opposite. Lots of hitting. For the most part, there was lots of scoring from all sorts of players, which made it surprising and exciting because you know what was going to happen next. The one thing that I didn't like about this were the hits to Carlo and to McAvoy to the head. Just really unnecessary. McAvoy gets elbowed by Palmieri and there's no call. I don't get that at all. I mean, he comes out like 6-7 minutes later, but it's Game 6. The guy's probably saying, yeah, no, I'm fine, I'm good. It's, yeah, no headaches, no, I'm good to go. Passes what he needs to pass from the concussion spotter to get back on the ice. And they just had a really thin defense. It just, after those injuries, it just taxed them all. Gritzlick, while McAvoy was gone, had to play a lot more minutes, and it showed. Him giving up at least 2 pucks that led directly to goals. This is going to be an interesting offseason for the Bruins, that's for sure, with the UFAs, Krejci included in that list. Hull, We'll see if they go left or right there. And for the Islanders, congratulations. They earned this one for sure. They're showing to be a real tough nut to crack. And I know Tampa's good, but they're going to have their hands full at least with New York. Look out for my prediction video, by the way. That'll be coming out soon about round 3 between these two clubs. I would love to hear from you, especially you Islander and Bruin fans, down in the comments section below. Let's not throw any uppercuts, people. Let's be nice. Don't forget that you can find me on social media as well, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can find links in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, which will alert you when my next video comes out. Please, remember to be kind to each other in this crazy world we're living in now, and I'll see you soon.